Hello. Well, we're not in our typical place. We are in the car because we are going book shopping today.
On the road.
On the road again. So we're going to take you along for the ride. We are going to one of our favorite local bookstores, independent bookstores, which is called The Raven. So we're going to show you a little bit of downtown, and then we'll go inside, do some book shopping, and see what we can find.
Let's do it. independent bookstore visit. Dose.
We made it home.
In 102-degree heat.
Yes, it is so hot outside right now, and it's only not even the end of June, and here we are.
Well, I think it was worth it.
Yes, to recap, if you didn't see the intro, we went book shopping today. We decided to support some local independent bookstores downtown here in our fair city. You have probably already seen the footage of us shopping and traveling to these two stores. They're both amazing. We both love them. We're going to shout them out in the comments section below and in the description box. So if you want to check them out, you can. And you can shop online with them, and they'll mail to you. You can support them that way. But we just want to show you what we got. So we'll just kind of go over what we got and kind of give you a little bit of a peek inside of our book shopping today. But just to give you some perspective, this giant bag, which now you can't see our faces, but this giant bag is full of books. So we're going to go through one at a time. We'll just pick out a book and we'll talk about it. We'll just kind of show you what we bought, and I'll put links for those in the description box for you too below. So, you ready?
Okay, I'll start with one first. Okay. So first of all, I'll start with Mieko Kawakami and her book Heaven. Now, I just kind of walked by it and I saw this kind of beautiful cover, and then when I looked and I read about it, it's about two young students who are bullied throughout their school years, and they create a deep friendship around that. So I'm excited. It doesn't really give you a lot of information, but I just read a lot about it in the blurbs, and I thought that, that's something that I would love to read.
It looks good. And the cover is like absolutely gorgeous. If you're a book cover shopper, I mean, that's
This one's yours.
All right, my next one I got is Whisper Down the Lane. I've been hearing a lot about this. I've seen a couple people read it. It is by Clay McLeod Chapman. It just says, the Satanic Panic era began with a little white lie. So it's about a family, and I think that they are in Virginia. It takes place in the 1980s, I believe. It looked insanely good. I love a good horror thriller, anything that's in that vein. So I've been seeing it all over Bookstagram, and I saw it on a couple of BookTube channels. Jordan Reads really talked this one up, and I'll link her channel below. It was just she sold me as soon as I heard about it, and then when I saw it at the store, I was like, okay.
Can we talk about that cover? I mean,
right?
it's children surrounding a pentagram. I want to hang that in this living room is what I want to do.
It's art right there. So that was one that I bought, Whisper Down the Lane by Clay McLeod Chapman.
And as my husband kind of rolls his eyes as I kind of pick out this next one, I bought the short novels of John Steinbeck. So I've been planning to kind of revisit his books, especially his short novels. We read them kind of in middle school and high school, and I just I don't know, I was feeling nostalgic, and I just wanted to get this. But I wanted this collection of all of them. And it's also a beautiful cover, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good to have that. I mean, it's good to have... We don't have a whole lot of classics and classic literature in our bookshelves, and we should. So it's a good addition.
Have you read any of these? It has Tortilla Flat, The Moon is Down, The Red Pony, Of Mice and Men, Cannery Row, and The Pearl.
I've read The Pearl and Of Mice and Men, both in high school.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Great. All right. I'm excited about that. He's not, but I am.
You'll never know. Maybe someday I'll be in a mood and I'll want to pick it up.
Or you'll be sick one day and I'll just read. I'll read you The Pearl.
Yeah, he'll just lay in bed and read me John Steinbeck. So, this next one is for both of us, but we're gonna call it mine. So, this is The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Dalila Harris. I've been hearing about this one. It's been on my wish list for a long time, and when I saw it at the store, I was like, I'm in. It's a Publishing World thriller, right? About a girl who, what does it say? She's tired of being the only black girl at Wagner Books. And she starts to she sees another black girl, and then there's some confusion and thrilling elements that happen, and I'm super excited to read it. The quotes on the back are enough to sell you if you needed anything else, but it looks really, really good. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. The Other Black Girl.
Okay. I don't even want to show these.
It's okay.
Okay. So, for some reason, I went down a rabbit hole of this popular fiction writer, and now I'm kind of hooked, and I don't necessarily think it's going to go away anytime soon. So,
I can interject here and say I came home from the movies last night, and he was laid out on the couch watching The Pelican Brief. So if that gives you any hints as to what you're about to see.
It's bad, but... Well, I don't know. It's not bad.
Remember, we like what we like here.
Okay. I got John Grisham's A Time to Kill. Now, a little about this. I read this when I was a little bit too young to read it, so I'm excited to kind of jump back into it. And that's I think that's the original paperback cover.
It is. So I think so, yeah.
So I got that.
I mean, those were so popular when we were just becoming teenagers that it was it looked appealing to read, but then as a teenager you're like, I don't know what's going on. What's happening?
That's a used book.
It is a used book. We should say, you saw in the video footage, we did go to 2 bookstores. We went to the Raven Bookstore, which is an independent new bookstore, and then we went to the Dusty Bookshelf, which is a independent used bookstore. And so we got a pretty good mix here of used and new.
Is there a candle that's used books?
Yes, go to Etsy. I'm sure we can find a used book candle on Etsy.
Or a candle that smells like John Grisham. Yeah. Because I couldn't just get that one, so I got the next novel. A Time to Kill is a part of a trilogy now. There's a second one called Sycamore Row, and this is the latest one called A Time for Mercy that kind of came out recently, or within the past 2 years, I believe. So I got that. Just to go along with my John Grisham fix.
What I love the most about the Dusty Bookshelf is, especially with newer books and especially with hardcover books, they do this amazing library binding on the covers. So it keeps them safe. It keeps them well taken care of in the store. It is an amazing thing. It does make them awfully shiny when you're trying to show them off, but it does protect the book covers, which I personally really love. And obviously you can take it off if you absolutely wanted to take it off. But it's so nice that when you get the book, the covers aren't completely shot. You know what I mean? It's really, except for me, I'm just ruining it right now. But yeah, I love that. I love that they do that. They don't do it with paperbacks, obviously, but with hardcovers, they for sure do.
Yeah. So, John Grisham, all day.
All day, every day. Counting the other books.
And another John Steinbeck.
A lot of Johns today.
But yeah, so those. But I'm really the big want that I wanted was Mieko Kawakami's Heaven is the one that I wanted. So yeah, those are mine.
Is there another one in there?
There is one more.
Oh, I got one more too.
There you go.
This is also from the Dusty Bookshelf, and I am really bad in used bookstores because there's usually so much to choose from, and it's so hard to kind of dig through everything. So when I see something that immediately stands out, or that I've heard about, or that I've seen before, I immediately grab it and hold on to it and decide. So I got the Sanatorium by Sarah Pearse, and it looks really, really good. It is, I rolled my eyes at the pull quote on the front, which is from A.J. Finn, so whatever, but it is called a gothic thriller, which I really, really love, and I'm totally in on gothic thrillers, so this is exciting for me. This is the Sanatorium by Sarah Pearse.
What do you think about, I'm starting to have problems with these stickers that they kind of keep on, this is Reese's Book Club, but any kind of stickers that kind of promote that, I don't know. As a reader, that kind of becomes distracting to me. Yeah. Especially if I want them out on the shelves, or if I want a clean copy of it. I always have a problem.
I do definitely want clean copies, and I know why they put it there. I know that it's a sales technique. I know that people see that they're like, oh well, if Reese Witherspoon approved it, then it must be good. It's not always the case, first of all. But it also mars the book forever. And if I can ever, this is used, but if I could ever find a copy of this book without that on it, I would, and I would probably trade it for that, for sure. So, yeah. So those are mine. Sanatorium, Sarah Pearse, Other Black Girl, and Whisper Down the Lane. So we made another purchase that I feel like you can't buy books without buying this, because you kind of need to create the environment, right? We got some new candles. We got a lemon cake pop one, a rose and vanilla, and summer boardwalk. I feel like you can't not have a candle burning while you're reading a book. So we're gonna toss these in our little reading nooks and enjoy them. So summer boardwalk. It smells like ice cream cone. It smells like an ice cream cone, right? I
just smell vanilla.
Yeah.
Like a cigarette being stomped in a vanilla ice cream.
That's not an appealing smell. But
well, it's a boardwalk. That's what I kind of expect you to.
It's very like baked goods, Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have rose and vanilla. These are all from Bath and Body Works, by the way. So if you're curious about them, rose and vanilla, perfect summer smell. It's clean. It's beautiful.
It smells like a beautiful church lady.
By the way, are we candle vloggers now? That's a thing too. Maybe we're book vloggers and candle vloggers at the same time.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
And then my favorite, lemon cake pop. It's sweet, it's lemony, it's clean, it's perfect for summer. So
it smells like our wedding cake.
It does smell. We had a blueberry lemon wedding cake. So books and candles can't go wrong.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Perfect.
All we need is food.
Yeah, we're going to order out some food, light some candles, read some books. Perfect night in. We hope that you enjoyed this kind of trip around our hometown, where we live, where we support and spend our money. So like I said, we're going to link the businesses below. So if you want to support them, please do. The Raven Bookstore is an absolutely amazing bookstore. Danny Kane, who owns and runs it, wrote in amazing little novel if you want to purchase it. It's called How to Resist Amazon and Why. If you're curious about how to like get out of the Amazon loop, you can totally get that, and in fact you should, and we'll link that down there as well. But a little book haul. It's perfect for a little June day. We're going to have some reading now for the next month, which is nice.
And it was like our first big day out, right?
Yeah, we haven't really been... We've been to a couple of bookstores, but very briefly and really like curbside pickup only. Like this was our first time in an actual, bookstore and browsing and not like knowing what we were going to go in for in advance. So, yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Nah, not at all.
All right, let's get to it.
All right, reading time. Candles? Let's light him.
I'm hungry.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for supporting these businesses along with us. We hope that you had fun. We had fun.
We did.
Yeah? So now it's time to light some candles.
And eat.
And read some books. Enjoy. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.